friendship. The older it gets, the stronger it becomes. The friendship between the American community and the people of the United Arab Emirates has steadily grown over the years. So much so, it has inspired the American community residents here to give a gift representing this friendship in a tangible symbol of gratitude and appreciation.
Well, I think the American community's desire to return something, show some appreciation to our hosts, really began almost from the beginning of an American community here. It didn't have a tangible expression, but there was a desire to do something. We worked with a number of our members, starting with McDermott and Bechtel, two of our members who were very much involved from the very beginning on this project. McDermott volunteered. They said they'd build it. Bechtel said, we'll design it. And from there, we started talking about what it would be.
Big ideas attract enthusiasm from all quarters, and this one started taking shape. Don Davis, an architect at International Bechtel, breathed life into the idea by creating a concept called the Rings of Friendship. The concept had a striking shape and form, two circles symbolizing both the interaction and the friendship between both communities and the two peoples themselves.
I wouldn't say that we chose either one or the other, but it was a committee formed to come up with this concept, and so I found it was very difficult actually to try and take everybody's ideas and bring them together and please everybody. So basically we went away and developed some concepts and presented them to the committee. There was, I think, a unanimous agreement once we came up with the rings that there was a concept that was doable. The symbol was there, it was clear. It captured the idea that wanted to be conveyed.
For the idea to become a reality, many resources had to pull together.
We had four main groups who were leading or spearheading this. Of course, the American Business Council, American Women's Association, the USO, and the American School. And people contributed not only money, but also their time and effort.
It would soon to become a physical reality, 16 feet in diameter, made from the highest grade American stainless steel and granite from Vermont. Delivered to Jebel Ali for assembly, the monument was constructed with the help of McDermott's.
McDermott builds offshore structures for oil and gas pipelines and things like that. It's all steel, but not stainless steel. The rings intentionally were made of stainless steel, the best grade American stainless steel from Arkansas that we could get to withstand the weather and just the wear and tear that they'll get sitting out there in Creekside Park. And so working with stainless steel is not something that McDermott normally does, but we have the skills and the techniques involved and the welding in particular to work with stainless steel. So it was a little bit of a challenge in that regard.
Now, the idea was becoming tangible, and it would soon need a permanent location. Dubai municipality had the answer. The rings would rest at the Creekside Park, part of Dubai's Creekside landscape, and take their place amongst some of the world's most exciting architecture. The ground was broken on the 19th of October, 1997. Everything was made ready for the big day, when the rings would arrive at the Creekside Park. Now all that was needed was a way to transport the 5-ton rings to their final location.
As the rings were being constructed, we considered several options to get the rings down to Creekside Park. As we started discussing it further, I made a call to Bahrain, to the 5th Fleet headquarters there, and talked in general terms of trying to lift 2 5.5 to 6-ton mutually reinforcing stainless steel rings. And in the course of conversation, the helicopter pilot said, it would be much easier for him to actually fly the rings from Jebel Ali, right here, all the way down to the park.
I was the pilot in command of the helicopter. Went over and looked at the rings of friendship over at McDermott's shipyard. Took a look at them to see if it's possible that we could external them. Our biggest concern was dropping it, obviously. That wouldn't have been good for anyone.
On the 1st of November, the U.S. Marine Corps helicopter of the 5th Fleet was dispatched to airlift the rings to the creek. Escorted by 2 police helicopters, it made its journey down the Jumeirah coastline, across Port Rashid and Bir Dubai, to the park.
I was a co-pilot on the flight, and basically I had all my co-pilot duties in the cockpit as we were flying around. It was pretty exciting. It was a good chance for us to show what we can do as a Marine unit. Neat to see that we'd actually be part of something that's going to be here for a long, long time.
At the same time, the 100 gold, silver and bronze contributors to the project, including VIPs, made their way up the creek in the traditional abras and dhows, waiting for the rings' arrival. With the help of the Dubai police, the bridge was closed for 5 minutes to facilitate in the helicopter's delivery of the rings. The onlookers converged, along with all the other supporters from both communities, at the site of the monument. Everyone had come to witness the arrival of this timeless gift to their host country. The sound of approaching helicopter formation brought another team of U.S. Marines to attention as they readied themselves for action. The task today was to position and secure the rings on arrival before an excited crowd.
The responsibility of the ground crew, the helicopter support team, was to land this monument, the Rings of Friendship, into an exact location that was marked by McDermott contractors. It was an awkward lift for us, but they called on landing support detachment, and I knew we could handle the job.
The rings were lowered with such precision they were within 1/4 of an inch from their target.
I would say it was a complete success.
Covered with signboards bearing the sponsors' names, the rings waited for the day of the unveiling. That day was November 15th, 1997, when in the presence of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the rings were presented to the people of the UAE. The moment that everyone had worked towards had finally arrived.
We're delighted to deliver today the Rings of Friendship to His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, the UAE Minister of Defense, on behalf of the city of Dubai and all of the people of the UAE, to receive this gift from the American community. I was delighted, I suppose, on a personal level, that we had achieved yet another milestone. I hope and I believe that it has had a very good effect on both of the peoples in terms of showing them a little bit more about the many facets, the many elements that go into making national characters. I was especially delighted that so many of our national hosts would take time from their busy schedule on the eve of the air show to come and to receive this gift. This was, in the end, a gift from the heart, from the American people to the UAE people.